Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
Welcome to another comparison video. In this video I'll be taking a look at IK Plus versus Fist Plus, or Way of the Exploding Fist Plus, both of them on the Commodore 64, because these two franchises have an interesting history with each other, and I had so much fun playing tournament mode on Fist 2 the other day that I thought I'd have a look at these two. I have compared all the Way of the Exploding Fist games to from the Spectrum to the Commodore, but I've not compared these two games because they are the final entry into both series, and IK Plus is considered to be one of the finest fighting games across all formats. But basically, as far as I can understand it, so correct me if I'm wrong by all means, because my history is a bit fuzzy, but wasn't International Karate, which was a game changer, and Data tried to sue him for the likeness to Karate Champ, but it was thrown out, I believe. Wasn't that slightly before Way of the Exploding Fist? But Way of the Exploding Fist is far more refined and better a game. And then there was Fist 2, both regular and tournament mode, but there was no IK 2 or a tweaked version of IK 1. And then obviously IK Plus came out in 1987 by System 3 and is absolutely phenomenal. And then 1 year later in 1988, Fist Plus was released as the final entry into that series of games. I guess to cash in on this because it had come out obviously a year or so later, but it was published by Firebird at this point, but I'm assuming that's because they then owned Melbourne House. I don't know. It's not about that, it's about comparing these games, because you would think that as polished as this is, if Firebird or Melbourne House had a year or so over it, they would pull out something absolutely Jim Dandy and fantastic. It's only one way to find out, and just for the record, I suck at both of these, and I haven't played either of these in absolutely years, but that's not what this series of comparison videos is about. Right, here we go. So it's 3 players versus each other, and at the top of the screen you can see that each player has a certain number of circles, and I guess dependent upon how many times you twat the other players is you know, when you highlight those. I don't know, it's been absolutely ages since I played it. The background, I was going to say, is amazing, and the animation is superb. Plays like Way of the Exploding Fist. Both games are very similar in the sense that to achieve that number of moves, I've never noticed a little fishy in the background in the lake at the top left jumping out now and then, but to achieve that number of moves, some are done with you just pressing, you know, directions on the joystick, in this case on a D-pad, and then others are achieved, such as kicks, by you pressing fire and the direction. But then obviously left and right is just done by pressing left and right. By that I mean some directions. Up right will be a variant or a form of punch, or a headbutt. I don't know. I was never any good at it, but the music's fantastic. The noise their geese and or doughbox, depending upon your discipline, make. That's cool. That's really rather actually quite nice, in fact. So let's get into it. Fire. I'm the guy dressed in white. No, hang on. Fire upright is Glasgow Kiss. Ooh, that noise is epic. Oh man, the controls are sharp. And I'm also rather quite shy. The graphics are amazing. The animation is amazing. Oh, I'm out of time. Oh yeah, you've got the referee pops up. I'm not sure why he's sparkling like the dude from Twilight, but you know, each their own. Oh, saucy. I can't get over, well, this looks, oh well, it looks how good it's animated. Ooh, saucy. obviously, it would help if I was better at it. Again, I haven't played this in years, but this is not really about my technical skills. Fish is top right now, in case you're interested in the whereabouts of Fish. Oh, I made it! Bonus game. Yeah, balls. No, as in, that's what the bonus game is. Oh, shit. I don't know why, that was a twitch in my thumb, but basically deflect the balls. I've always been shite at that. Sun effect is really rather nice as well. Ooh, don't know what block is. Do not know. Is there a block? It can't just be backwards, surely. Shizen is my... Turn around. My skill level at this. I should have. It had a... This is a cartridge version. It did have instructions on how to do all the moves, but I just thought, what are you going to do? Why would I need to know those? Meh. Now it's biting me in the ass. Oh, double chin out. Saucy. Be interesting to see if you can do that. I don't think headbutt is in Fist Plus, but knock each other both out. Music's a bit quiet. It's actually set quite high on the volume, so don't know. That might be an emulation thing. I am playing this on my C64 Mini. Oof. Is there no back kick? I know it was in Fist 2 Tournament Edition, but that would be really helpful. White wins, blue and red could do better. I have no idea how I did that then, but I like the fact that they've got this in here as well. Why did I turn around so quickly? I never said I was any good at it. Can't remember there are any bonus games in Fist Plus. Oof. Oh, get up! Oh, listen to that! The music is amazing. Oof, cheeky! Look at the way he moves. I forgot he's got a shadow. I didn't forget. Oh, look at that! I want to do that. Just up. Is it something you have to do when you're between them, and it does it automatically if you simply press up and fire? I don't know. Oh, sounds just like a Jackie Chan movie. Oh, I was just about to do it. I have no idea how I did that. To be fair though, that's what you want it to sound like, innit? And I'm struggling to do any form of punch. I'm not doing this justice with my game playing skills. I am aware of that. But that's not what these videos about. Time limit's a bit fierce for me, I will say that. White wins, I'll win again. The balls scare me. I'm having a bit of a problem with my joypad here. My thumb twitches, it does that, I'm old. And then I turn around for no reason whatsoever. I want to know how I did that. Cheeky. Turn around. Oof. Ooh, I've never seen a headbutt in this sort of fighting game. I was going to say before, but obviously it's from the past. This is supremely polished. I may be shizing at it, but this is supremely polished. Do I prefer its combat to Fist 2 Tournament Mode? It's different, it really is. Oof, just as about to take off, you bastard. But yeah, this is a, you know, such a great example, I did block, of how polished the game can be. And playable. I'm just a bit pants at it. Sounds good, looks good, plays tight. Yeah, you can see why it got the love it did. The Spectrum version's fantastic as well. As is the Amiga version and the Atari ST version. And it's on the Game Boy Advance. Just thought I'd let you know that. Anyway, so yeah, this is brilliant. There is then only... One background. Ooh, the one background. That's... I don't know. I must be confusing it with International Karate, the first one, or Fist. When you say it like that, it does sound awkward. Fist Plus. But I don't remember only having one background, but there you go. Let's have a look at Fist Plus. Again, awkward. By Firebird, released the following year. Well, first things first, that is an absolutely awful loading screen. Terrible loading screen. Am I, you know, an international karate champ, or am I Aladdin? However, because copyright, what's copyright? Listen to that. That's cool. I do like that music. I do really like that music. Not so much the loading screen. So yeah, 1988 follows on a year from International Karate. They've had a year to come out with something that kind of takes the mold that that game was and then add their spit and polish to it. I mean, could have System 3 said, hang on a minute, this is exactly the same as our game, or at this point, because there's similarities between International Karate and Way of the Exploding Fist, was it pretty, and obviously Karate Champ by Dead Easy arcade game, you know, that court case being thrown out, was it pretty much, I think it was something to do with the court rule, no one owns a sport. Anyway, let's get, that's a terrible picture, can't remember what it's like on the Spectrum though, but let's get into this. So, much like International Karate, there is no title screen, we just have a demo mode running in the background. And you can see right away that it's incredibly similar. Look how each of the combatants' strikes, you know, or score over their opponents are, you know, represented at the top. Pretty much exactly the same. It does appear to have that irritating noise thing that Fist 2 tournament mode had, which is the scream you make and the twatting noise are just irritating. Also the animation effect above the person's head when you're knocked out. This is incredibly similar. Also look, Coke in the background, because once again, copyright, what's copyright? So let's get into it. I know for a fact, actually, I think that this one does only have that background, but then at this point I guess you can't complain because obviously IK Plus only had this background. Now obviously IK Plus got amazing reviews all across the board. I think this got, I remember it got a decent review in Sinclair users on the Spectrum. I have a gameplay of that port compared to the Commodore, but I think at that point they were just like, this is being done, look at him, you know, come and get some, being done better by, ooh, well, System 3. Anyway, let's get into it. So it's Fire. This didn't tell me when it's loading, this is a disc version, what the controls are, so I'm going to have to work this out. I'm assuming they're going to be the same as Tournament Mode Fist 2, but, you know, where's the guy by? Bang! Right, ready. So I'm the guy in the white dobok and or gi, depending upon your discipline. Ooh, that's weird. They feel a bit clunky. Right, so I don't have flick. I have cartwheel. I guess I try to differentiate it. Well, no, because you had a backflip, didn't you? You had like a complete, you know, backflip in the other two games, but wait, hang on, I won. And also, this is our bonus mode. And I guess, so they can go, oh, speech. Let's go, look, we're not, you know, we haven't got the same bonus mode as IK Plus. We got a weird Shinobi ripoff. It's rubbish. I tell you what, turning around in Fist 2 is a lot bloody easier. Oh, cheeky little elbow, backwards elbow. Is that replacing... I'm assuming that, look at him showing off now, replaces my back kick, which I like. Yeah, these controls are clunky. They're not the same as tournament mode. I don't know why you would change it. I mean, apart from the infinite bloody number of hits it took to knock someone down, it worked really well. I'm aware that I'm shite at it. First of all, the music's pants on this as well. Oof. I did the back fist. Well, it wasn't a back fist, you know what I mean. What it was. Oof. Yeah, I don't like these controls. Sound effects are rubbish compared to IK Plus. Music is rubbish compared to IK Plus. Animation, very good in this. Oh, some of that. No idea how I did it. Animation is very good in this, but it just doesn't have that, like, silk. This bonus stage is just so out of place. It doesn't have that silky smooth appearance it does in IK Plus. Stop fucking jungle booking around. That's what it reminds me of. Really, it reminds me of like the whole song and dance routine in that movie. The animated one, obviously. Turning around is not easy in this. Thank God I'm not playing it on the joystick that came with this. White stays. I know we're like downtown, I don't know, New York or something, but they're probably trying to be different from IK Plus with the, the traditional Scoremaster there, but the bird and the, Stars and Stripes, I was going to say underwear, bathing suit or whatever, that just feels a bit shit. But it's becoming incredibly apparent that this doesn't control as well. I mean, obviously it's returned to the kind of, one hit, one down that the original way the Exploding Fist had. And obviously it had to because of its comparison to IK Plus. So you don't have that constant, bang, 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 bang for a numerical, score to depreciate its health. But it does not control as well as Fist 2 Tournament. It does not sound as satisfying, as nice as IK Plus. Not quite as well animated. The bonus stage is just clunky and out of place. Music's a bit pants. Background's better on that as well, but they both suffer from having one background. Look at that. All that aside, I do not like this. You can't aim. It's just so clunky. But all that aside, this is alright. I mean, the animation in this is head and shoulders above other games. It's just not as good as IK Plus. If you played this before and never even knew that existed, you'd be more than happy. But then if you played this before and then played that, you'd be thinking, you released this a year later? Really? I mean, obviously they knew that the name, the brand, would sell. And possibly, ooh, in the balls, this was a cash grab. But I mean, if you're going to release it a year after that, and that's got all this acclaim, you either better bring your fucking A game, or not release it, basically. So this was an interesting one. I mean, I had to, because of my love of all these sort of style of fighting games, because I haven't played them both for so long, I thought, can they be that far apart? Like I said, if you haven't played that, and you played this, you'd be happy, but in sheer, terms of quality, presentation, overall music, things like that, sound effects, bonus stage, IK Plus is in terms is way ahead of this. Also, the controls in this are clunky, and they're better in tournament mode. Fist 2. It's a real step backwards. It really is. Anyway, it's always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played either of these, or particularly if you got this before and then experienced that after, if that makes sense. I don't know. This video was just a bit of fun, but basically IK Plus all the way. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.